Strangely enough, after a number of videos done since the January transfer window, I kept missing out one player. I never really talk about that. So that's the video instead. With the injuries by Christian Eriksen, Donny van de Beek, occasionally Scott McTominay, Man United during the January transfer window were in urgent need of reinforcement given the depth of the Man United at the midfield area were as thin as my wallet. Fortunately, on the 1st February deadline day, out of nowhere, Man United managed to secure a loan deal by bringing in Marcel Sabitzer from Bayern Munich. The move for the Austrian midfielder, similar how Wout moves to Man United, had initially been a desperate move, but the biggest difference was this move had labelled to be outstanding in the same way, due to the fact the move was done in a form of surprise and quick, like from the rumour to Sabitzer signing lasted more or less a week. In addition, obtaining a player with that kind of quality like Sabitzer is nothing short of mental move. Combining that, we did not take note on how good or was Sabitzer that often made the move much more fascinating. After more than 2 months since the arrival to Old Trafford, what did the former RB Leipzig captain brought to the table, plus how did he pan it out for the Red Devils so far? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. Marcel Sabitzer, upon donning the Man United shirt, was having a hard time breaking through the squad stacked Bavarian giants as he followed the pecking order behind Thomas Muller, Leon Goretzka, Joshua Kimmich, and the newly joined Ryan Gravenberch. And he only made 24 appearances, scoring a goal and an assist for Bayern this season, starting only 11 of them. However, with the move to play under Erik ten Hag on a shortened deal, not just provided Sabitzer a much needed playing time, but added the much needed option of depth in the midfield spot in case the squad depth faded gradually due to injuries or suspension. Of course, he did merge himself into the Man United squad pretty well, collected 13 appearances, accumulated 3 goals and 1 assist, including the recent brace against Sevilla did prove that. Besides that, given many reports suggest Sabitzer were happy and would like to stay permanently in Man United, it's evident that Man United, after the catastrophic years, will finally see players are actually willing to be part of the team. So in this video, we will be looking into the fit of Sabitzer playstyle tactical wise in Man United and his overall stats, and should Man United consider give him the permanent deal at the end of this season. As usual, if you enjoy this kind of content, do please subscribe to this channel, as each of your subscription will be a motivation for me to upload new content, and ring the notification bell for every new upload. Let's cut to the chase, and here we go. Tactical wise, Marcel Sabitzer could easily view as versatile player, and I mean really versatile. Looking through his position play, this man was everywhere. He played in every position possible apart from goalkeeper, and I sincerely believe that he could play at that position if he wanted. Back on track, Sabitzer on the offensive and experienced a number of positions, but in recent couple of seasons, play best as the attacking midfielder, and the move to Bayern Munich, he had been occupied in a central midfielder on the number 8 position alongside Joshua Kimmich, in which able to make use of his robust and dynamism to connect the both defense and the offense. While in Man United, starting off, Sabitzer played more of a deeper role due to the suspension on Casemiro, and although he can play a deeper position as a 6 or a holding midfielder, it was obvious that that was not his best position, as he did not look too comfortable operating that area. In these 2-3 matches after the international break, against the likes of Everton, Brentford and Seville, Erik ten Hag implemented a unique tactic by rotating the position between Sabitzer and Bruno Fernandes, where sees him play more advanced midfielder to a much greater effect. In the more advanced role, Sabitzer's ability to exploit the gaps in the opposition midfield and penetrate with forwards runs were highlighted. While on the ball though, the Austrian has surprisingly wide passing range as well as a line-breaking pass forward. His switches to wide player on the other side on the pitch are effective in the breaking over an opposition block, particularly against a narrow midfield units. The ability to generate impressive power for minimal backlift on the long passes were displayed when playing against Leeds in the Ellen Road. Sabitzer, while under press, managed to whip a beautiful cross-field pass to the left for Shaw to cross in for a Rashford header. However, this kind of passes only pressured occasionally, as Sabitzer, according to the FP report, shows he was unlike Christian Eriksen, a playmaker type. The fact that all of his passing attributes were more of an average at best, with 6.05 progressive passing sitting on 72 percentile, reflected Sabitzer was more of a reliable passer rather than amazing. But the stats was quite misleading because the previous season, played under Bayern Munich, the Austrian did not play much under Julian Nagelsmann. On the dribbling side, Sabitzer was not that great, as 42 percentile for progressive carries did not scream positive for me. Besides, he barely takes on any opponent using his dribbling. Despite Sabitzer not great in progressive carries, he did possess a decent press resistance as a midfielder with 0.56 deep possess, whereby calculated the number of times player loses control of the ball when tackled by opponents, sitting on 77 percentiles. When it comes to shooting or final third action is where the Austria captain was the most dangerous. Sabitzer previously plays mostly as a more advanced, so much he used to play as a forward for RB Salzburg. Sabitzer was an elite creator when closer to the opponent box. In spite of that, instead of dictate offense with passing, Sabitzer was more efficient by attacking spaces left by other players. The best example came during against Seville, whereby both goals had similar circumstance that both times Anthony Martial dropped it from the forward line and Sabitzer will move forward, sitting between the shoulder of the defense and then receive the through ball to secure the goals. His shooting stat did illustrate amazing shooting boots, with 75 percentile in shot on target, close to 1 shot on target per 90, had it sit at 97 percentiles. Furthermore, both of his XG and non-penalty XG was fantastic and sit above 85 percentile. For defense is another strength for Sabitzer. His strong physical and robust playstyle made it a very solid when encountering duels, plus an aggressive tackler himself. The stat did back those up, as his tackle and tackles won't sit more than 85 percentiles, shows his willingness to get dirty. Crucially, his 95 percentile in tackles and attacking third had been an amazing asset for counter-pressing. Example for that is when playing against Leicester, when Fast made a forward pass but was slightly heavy, Sabitzer immediately jumped up and slid the tackles to Bruno, proceed to contribute assists for the Marcus Rashford goals. Overall, Marcel Sabitzer pros were that he had quality passing, decent in ball carrying, great shooting process, and a strong defender. But his role in Man United can consider to be very awkward, as he started becoming too good to be on the bench and not enough to be placed on the first team permanently. For instance, he had the passing but not as smooth and controlled like Eriksen, capable on dictating the tempo of a game, yet way better than McFred. His defense work rate is amazing, but Fred's intense pressing did not flare behind too much, while did not have the defensive awareness like Casemiro. For shot creating action, Bruno Fernandes was too good to be dropped for Sabitzer. In short, I think Sabitzer would be a better as a bench player for both Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. Unfortunately, I can't figure out if that was what Sabitzer really wanted. And to add salt to injury that there will be more options on the coming transfer market certainly held down the Sabitzer chance to stay in Man United. And who knows, to me, if Erik ten Hag would like to have Sabitzer in the team, I will have no doubts, but curious how will Erik ten Hag manage his position. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Will you sign Marcel Sabitzer permanently in the Man United shirt? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.